Hi, how y'all doing? It's April the 18th, 2026. It's Saturday, Saturn Day. Here in Ontario, Canada, the sky's cloud covered and it's been raining since about 9, 10 o'clock in the rise. So, yeah, it's wet up there, out there. It's damp. It's supposed to get colder tonight down to about 3. All right. Like I woke up, it was 15 out or something like that. So, yes, icky day, right? Last night, when I went downstairs to make my dinner, I had to kill 3 spiders, right, in the front of my house, in front of my front door. One is already making a nest, a cocoon, making babies, right? And one above my cupboards and one above the window. So I took the broom and took them all out, right? The last one was hardest to smush. Was trying to run away from me. I knocked the curtain down in the kitchen window trying to get it, but I got them all. They say everything comes in threes, right? But yeah, so I was up. It's like, you buggers, what are you doing in my house, right? But seems to have a big problem with those down here in this area of the town. In my last apartment, nothing. That's the only downside, one of the downsides to living here. But I deal with it. I just fight them off all the time. All right. Task came over to visit, have a coffee with me. And she was telling me about bug traps that you could get for them. So I said, okay, I'm buying some bug traps next time you go into the store, right? So I didn't ask her to do anything for me today. It's raining, right? But I usually just battle them on my own. The Schuman today, guess what? 102. My goodness, right? It's something else. It's stronger. She was asking me about the solar flare today. She says, "Do you believe in the solar flare?" I said, "Yep." She says, "Like what?" And I said, "Well, right now, the Schuman's been testing us, getting us used to it, right? Helping us integrate the energy. That's why it goes up and up and down, right? Gives you all this consciousness, and then it goes down, relaxes so that your body can integrate it to catch up with your expansion, right? And your consciousness. Because your body doesn't like integrate it as fast as your consciousness does. She goes, "What do you think it's going to be?" I said, "I'm not sure." She goes, "Maybe like the Flash on Will Smith's movie." And I said, "If only it would be that easy. Like get it over all at once." You know what I mean? But she's doing it like this for a reason. You know what I mean? So it don't take us out too much, For those who are willing to elevate, you go with the flow. Those that stand against it and stay in the lower vibration, those are the ones that's taken out, kind of thing, right? So, yeah, I do believe in the solar flare. I'm not sure, or solar flash. I'm not sure what it is, even. I don't even know, but I feel it. I feel like it's a thing, right? So, yeah. What did I do? Or I talked to you yesterday, didn't I? I did. I made a video. I've just been watching YouTube. Stupid stuff. Being able to tell on a lot of the YouTube videos who's vaxxed and who's not, just by their actions and the way what they talk about, right? Had okay sleep last night. Got up a couple of times. I was in deep sleep. I woke up several times drooling. I had to move my face. I woke up and had to move my face in a different part of the pillow because my face was getting wet on the pillow, right? My chiropractor told me that. He says that your body's getting deep rest, right? Deep sleep. And I was like, yeah. So, yeah, I was deep sleeping last night. I had to do it a couple of times. But I guess I needed it. Everything happens for a reason, right? Getting me ready to integrate this energy today. I'm tired today too. I've been yawning all day, even though I slept from like 10 to 7 last night, right? Until the rise. So yeah, let's listen to an energy guy, spiritual guy, whatever. I'm not sure what to think about him because he believes in the God narrative and all that, right? And he's supposed to download Acturians, you know what I mean? That talk about God. So, that right there tells me a lot about him, right? But he says that the reason why everybody's so tired is because of what I just told you, right? Our body has to catch up to our consciousness. He says until 2030. So I was like, people always be given timelines for some reason. I was telling Tass about it, how to tell if YouTubers bought their bots. She wasn't aware that you could buy subscribers or followers on Facebook or Instagram, right? She goes, why would they do that? To make themselves look popular. I said, yeah, so they can influence. Be mightier than thou. You know what I mean? Be smarter. Because I got lots of people following me, so I must be on the right track, right? You know what I mean, kind of thing? And she got it. She got it, right? I was like, the reason why they complain about getting trolls in their comments is because they think they bought real people when they bought bots, right? When the bots worked for the old system. So why would they leave them nice comments? You know what I mean? The bots try to bring their vibrations down. It's all part of that narrative, that part of the program. It's difficult to understand sometimes that everything in this program is not everything geared to kind of that, right? Keep your low vibe so you don't rise and rise and rise. Become the best you that you can be, right? Don't be a victim or anything like that. They made you feel that way, right? So yeah, how's my Ascension symptoms today? Do you know? I'll tell you. Pain in my head. My teeth are bothering me, but they're old teeth. They're coming out anyway. They're falling out, you know what I mean? But they're bothering me. Some days they don't bother me as much, though. My spine's a bit icky. A little bit of tension in my shoulders, my tailbone, my feet. All right. I just got up. I was laying down for about an hour listening to a podcast and I almost went into a deep sleep again. I started drooling, right? And then I had to go to the bathroom, so I just got up. I thought I should make a video, get it done now before I don't want to do it anymore, right? Or get too tired to do it, I should say. I was thinking about getting out of the narrative, doing our own narrative, right? Tell a story. I was thinking about how to tell a story on how all the bad guys get caught because we're waiting for them to be brought to justice, right? How all bad actors get caught and what kind of severe punishment they receive for trafficking, eating, and all the nasty things they do with the children and the animals, polluting the water, the air, the food, right? Do you know what I mean? To kind of hurry it up along, get out of their narrative, because they're still trying to talk about 2030, right? What they're going to do to us and all that. You know what I mean? And they don't seem to be working very fast on their own. They keep on going into loops. It's like a stall tactic, right? You know what I mean? Like Trump said, Canada's next. Where is he? Said that, what, a month or two ago? If I say I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you. today, tomorrow. It's not going to take me months, right? Especially if I know where you are. So, yeah, let's make up a story, right? There was a land called Earth. The people woke up through a special planetary alignment, right? That caused the consciousness to expand and for them to come out of the hypnosis. And then tell about the story about how the government used the CIA and propaganda to get half of the population, or a large part of the population, to take a lethal injection, saying it was a cure for a virus, right? And how the other half that did not take it expanded their consciousness. It got larger and larger. They discovered their extrasensory powers and knew that they just were not mortal humans, right? And there comes a day where they have a secret military that goes around and starts picking up all these bad actors one by one. They rescue all the children, right, that are being harmed. We're about to be harmed. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's an emergency broadcast system broadcasted around their land, on the whole land, right? On every land, saying, we've won, we got them all. Now we're going to show you what we're going to do to them, right? And all of a sudden appears across the land a great guillotine with many handles. All these bad actors are put on the guillotine, and the orchestra starts playing. Dun 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 dun, right? And every time it goes dum, the handle falls. The head rolls off into the basket, and the tune continues, right? By the end of the symphony, they are all gone, right? Their bodies are incinerated. And a great light comes from the sky and changes the people into fantastic beings of light, truth, and love. They have magic powers. And with a snap of their fingers, they clean the water, the air, the land, right? I don't know. I need more of an ending to the story. What comes next, right? They snap their fingers again, and great palaces appear across the land, everywhere, made of gold and silver and beautiful crystals, just sparkles. Everywhere you look, the animals come out, and they are so happy. They no longer are predators to each other. Now they're best friends. For life is not what it was before. The low vibration is gone. Only the high vibration exists. And it is about love and joy, right? For everything. The people follow the 3 laws: cause no harm, tell no lies, and be good people. Everybody smiles and laughs and dances. All right? The flowers we've never seen bloomed in neon colors at night. There's no need for the street lights and storefronts lights, because the flowers in the tree now, through their neon colors brighten up the environment and beautiful color spectrum. Enough light that you can see with no problem, right? The children rejoice. The adults sit back and smile, right? Everybody's happy. And the behavior of those bad actors will never happen again. Their memory's gone. Their statues, their symbols, everything, right? The never-ending story. The golden age goes on and on and on. Make it so. Think up your own story. What do you want to see done? Right? All right. I'm not sure what I'm going to make for dinner. I've got to think about it. The energy's so intense. Right? It is. It's something different. Every day, my imagination is stronger. Every day, I follow my intuition. And every day, I have more gratitude. I love you all to consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Stay hydrated. Bye.